Hi everyone. I'm going to go over our offense. Hopefully, help everyone understand it a little better. Make sure that you all know where to go. Um, I'm going to go ahead and break it down by color. The guard position is blue. Post position is red. So most players are going to stick to their traditional. I'll tell them they're a guard or they're a post, but there's going to be a few players that play both, just depending on who's in with who at the certain times, and when certain people can't make it to games, we might have to move people around a little bit. But it's important for everybody to understand both positions and to know what to do if they're put in that position. So that's why I'm making this video. You guys can go over it at home and get a better understanding, because we just don't have a whole lot of practice time on the court. So this will hopefully help everybody understand better. So we'll go over the guard position first, which is in blue. Guards are going to be outside the 3-point line. I wrote the rules down here. It's just simple rules that whenever something happens, this is called the read and react offense. So when something happens, you read what's happening and you react to what's happening based off of what these rules tell you to do. So the first thing is if you make a pass, if you pass the ball, you have to cut to the basket. So let's go ahead and throw some pieces out here. This is a 3 out. We're gonna try to teach the kids 3 out, 4 out, and 5 out. All that means is if I say 3 out, there's 3 post players, 3 people outside the 3-point line. That's why it's 3 out. If it's 4 out, we'll have 4 players outside the 3-point line. If it's 5 out, all 5 players will be outside the 3-point line. But the rules don't change. Everything's ran the same way. It's just the amount of players we have playing guard position versus the post position. So right here we have a 3 out set. If the first rule, if you pass the ball, you have to cut to the basket. So say this is the point guard, they bring it up, they pass the ball over here. This person now must cut to the basket. Now while this person's cutting, the second rule tells you that we must fill a spot that's closer to the ball than you are. So as soon as this person leaves that spot's open. For this person, there's now a spot closer to the ball than where they are. So this person has to fill out. So you always have to fill the spots closest to the ball. So as this person cuts down, that person fills that spot. When this person gets to the basket, they want to go to the spot closest to the ball. So therefore, this person will fill out over to this spot. That way we always have somebody around the ball. We always have options for the ball to pass to either side, and they don't get trapped. The next rule is if the ball dribbles at you, if you don't have the ball as a guard, if the ball dribbles at you, you have to cut to the basket. So if this person with the ball decides to start dribbling this way, we don't want to run into our players. We don't want to be in their way. So we have to get out of their way. We're going to cut to the basket. At the same time, we're always looking for the ball. Anytime we cut to the basket, at any time, we're always looking for the ball, because as that cut comes, this person sees that this person's open, they could feed you the ball, have a little jump shot, or even finish with a layup possibly. So when this person fills out, this person starts dribbling this way, this person cuts to the basket, this person sees this spot's open, so this person should be following because there's a spot closer to the ball than they are. When this person gets here, they should be filling back out to this spot because that's the spot closest to the ball. Real simple. Always fill the spots closest to the ball. If you make a pass, you have to cut to the basket. And if someone dribbles at you, you have to cut to the basket. So that's pretty simple there. Let's get a couple defenders out here to finish up the last rule for guards. So these red people are defenders. If you are 1 pass away from the ball, which with 3 out, you're always going to be 1 pass away from the ball if you don't have the ball. If you're 1 pass away from the ball and your defender goes past the 3-point line, this 3-point line we call the read line. So that's what you're watching. If your defender ever gets even 1 foot on that 3-point line, that tells you that you have to cut. So this person's being defended up here. This person, that's why we stay about 5 feet off the ball, by the way. we want to, or 5 feet off of the read line. I'm sorry. We always want to stay about 4 to 5 feet off of that 3-point line. That way we can use it as a read line. If we're any closer, it doesn't really work. We have to stay off and stay back off of that 3-point line. So this person is over this, and we try to make that pass, most likely they're going to steal it. So therefore, we cannot let that person creep out there. If they come out past that read line, we have to cut to the basket. Another thing with this is a lot of times if that person is creeping over that 3-point line, they're usually watching the person with the ball because they're trying to steal it. They're trying to anticipate that pass and steal it. If that person's looking over there, you can cut behind them. Sometimes you can get a pass right here for a layup. So that's one reason we're doing this. The other reason is we don't want it to get stolen and stay out here and let this person try to pass it whenever this person's way out here. So we got to cut to the basket, hopefully draw that person back out, and then the spot closest to the ball is the spot you just left from, so therefore you would still just come right back out to this. But that would allow you to get the separation also to where this person can now pass you the ball. Because on your way back out, this person followed you in some, and on your way back out, you're going to have more separation to where you could get a pass there, and it opens you up for a pass. So the read line is the 3-point line. If your defender ever comes past it, you have to cut to the basket. You might fill right back out to the same spot. With 3 out, you usually will. If we're playing 5 out, it might be a little different. So that's the guard position. The 3 main rules, or 4 main rules. If you pass the ball, you have to cut to the basket. If there's a spot closer to the ball than you are, you have to fill it. Whenever you cut to the basket, you fill the closest spot to the ball. If someone dribbles at you, you have to cut to the basket. And if your defender is over the read line, you have to cut to the basket. This offense should stay moving at all times. There should be people moving all the time. That's why it works well against zone defenses. Zone defenses have to defend certain areas instead of certain people. Therefore, if you have people constantly moving around, they get confused on who they're supposed to guard and who they're supposed to be watching. So therefore, it opens up opportunities for us to drive in or pass in for little jump shots or sometimes even layups. One of the problems we had last session was we were jumping the gun on it. We were doing it a little too fast, trying to penetrate too fast, coming straight up the court and doing it. We need to get some movement, pass the ball, cut, pass, cut, pass, cut. After we make 4 or 5 passes, that's when the defense will start to break down, and that's when we'll have lanes and openings to go in. But if we try to force it, if there's somebody standing right in front of us and we're trying to force it past them, it's not going to work out that well. So we need to make sure we're passing, using our teammates to help us out, and getting a lot of movement, and that'll help get the defense out of position. So that's the guard position. The post position, move to a different spot on every pass. So therefore, when this person's out here and makes the pass here, they're going to be doing their thing. But just to make sure that we're not standing still and just not contributing, we got to make sure that the post players are moving, because if we stand in one place, it's easy for them to defend us, especially when we're playing the zone. They're covering certain areas. That person knows you're staying still. They don't have to worry about you. They're just worried about the post players. But if you're constantly moving on every pass and going to different areas, now the defenders have to look behind them to see where you're at. They're looking in front of them to watch the post players. It makes it a lot harder to keep up with all the movement going on with our offense. So we have to make sure we're moving on every pass. If your defender gets between you and the ball, we need to move to a different spot also. So you can move at any time you want. If you're a post player, if you want to go to a different spot at any time, go to that spot. You don't have to wait for a pass to come. So if there's a defender, that's right here, and they're defending you, and the ball's right here, there's no way you're going to be able to get that ball. There's no way you're going to be able to contribute to the offense at that position. So go ahead and move. Go ahead and move down here. Now, possibly you could get a pass down here, get a shot. Also, another thing is, if there's just somebody guarding there and there's somebody here, this person is between the ball and you. It's hard for that person to get a pass to you. So you're most likely not going to get the ball if you stay there. So you don't have to wait for the pass. Just move on up here to this spot. Possibly you get this, turn around, you got a jump shot. So just make sure you're putting yourself in better position to receive the ball and get a shot off. Something else I'll say about the post positions: when you receive a pass, the first thing you should be looking at is scoring. You're already inside. You're inside and in range for a jump shot at any point whenever you're in a post position. Any of these spots are close enough for you to take a jump shot and possibly make it. So the first thing you should do once you receive the pass, turn, square to the basket. If there's nobody coming at you and there's a lane, you should take it in for a layup if it's there. Most of the time, there's going to be somebody down there that's coming at you. So as soon as you turn, you square to the basket, take your shot. Get your eyes up at the rim, take a shot. That's what this is all about. If we don't take shots, we're not going to make any. We have to take shots to make them. So we're always looking to score first. The next thing you want to look at is the guard. Guard's rules are if they make a pass, they have to cut to the basket. So the next thing you want to look at, if you're in this position, this guard passes you the ball, all of a sudden, this person's collapsing up on you. This person passed the ball, they should be cutting to the basket. So if this person's collapsing up on you, you can make that pass for this person to make a layup. So if you turn, if you don't have the opportunity for the shot, or the person's coming at you too fast, look over at that guard that's cutting to the basket because they might have a chance for a layup. So that's why we're always cutting after we make the pass on the guard position. So that's something else you can look out for. The biggest things and the most points are going to come from guards, should come from guards. The biggest way that happens is usually by getting rebounds. So anytime you see a shot go up as a as a post player, post players are typically the taller players on the team. And as soon as a shot goes up from any one of your teammates, you should be looking at the person that's defending you, or the closest defender to you, get in position, get in front of them, box out. It's one thing we haven't been doing very well the last couple sessions is boxing out, and that's going to help us get a lot more rebounds. So all you do is once you see a shot go up, don't follow the ball with your eyes. Don't stand there and wait looking at the ball. As soon as you see the shot come off somebody's hands, you find the defender, get in front of them as quick as you can, start pushing them back, and then your eyes go up, look at the rim because the ball's going to hit the rim somewhere right there. Then you can follow the ball and rebound. Once you get that person out of your way, then it's going to be a lot easier to rebound. But if you're just standing there watching, if this person's right here and they get the bounce that way, they're going to get it. If you get in front of them, push them back, it don't matter if it comes over there, you're going to be able to get the rebound over the person behind you because you're just in a better position. You can get there quicker. So always box out. We'll work on that in practice as well. Those are some of the main points to our offense. I'm going to be doing some extra things like some little built-in plays that go along with this that I'll post later. But I just want to give everybody an idea of what it is we're doing. These are the main principles. These are the main rules. And we'll keep building on it and just go over this with the kids. And they'll have a lot better idea of what it is they're supposed to be doing and where they should be at certain times.